Total economic shutdown is the best way to deal with an oppressive regime, and I'm happy that Rigathi Gachagua has now come to terms with that factor. Listen to him.
William Ruto akijaribu kulazimisha magari yende inspection, mimi Rigathi nitaagiza magari yote itoke kwa barabara wiki moja, tusimamishe Kenya na tusimamishe uchumi wa Kenya. Na vile nilifanya wiki iliyopita, nikaambia Wakenya wasiende kazi, wakae nyumbani, Kenya ikasimama. Nitarudia the same thing, na tutaondoa magari yote kwa barabara for 1 week and bring the country to a standstill. Na hii ndio lugha William Ruto anaelewa. Sisi tumeondoka kwa ile maneno ya maandamano ya kwenda ati kupigana na askari. Tumerevuka. The way to deal with William Ruto is economic shutdown of the country in a peaceful manner and bring the country to a standstill.
Well, is it a lie? You've been going to the demonstrations. You'll be met with armed to the teeth policemen, tear gas canisters, water cannons that are very itching and detrimental to the skin, getting state-sanctioned abductions, extrajudicial killings. Now, you don't have to use the same way, same style, expecting different results. Remember, on these, no casualties will be reported, yet the government will feel the pain. Going forward also, Rigathi Gachagua has also brought forth the government that is trying to abduct remember this journalist Vera Mora, who actually is behind reporting Ruto galleries of lies. They are now being trailed. Here is a dossier from Gachagua.
Journalists covering corruption stories, abuse of the rule of law, wanton looting of public resources, and other beats, and who have refused to be silenced, unintimidated, or corrupted by the state, live under perpetual fear, intimidation, and daily threats from the state machinery. Media houses that are firm on their independent editorial policy have not been spared either. Notably, on 25th June 2026, in the full glare of cameras, we witnessed a police officer throw kicks at a journalist in Nairobi streets for no apparent reason. On 26th June 2026, 4 armed men believed to be police officers from the dreaded killer squad, Nairobi Sierra, armed with AK-47 assault rifles, attempted to abduct the Standard Group Nakuru-based associate editor, Mr. Nixon Kiprotich in Nakuru. This failed. It is saddening and painfully unbearable that on 24th and 25th June 2026, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, Mr. William Ruto, on his official X account, launched a barrage of scathing attacks on the independence of the Standard Media Group. This was after a series of uncomfortable stories about this regime, and more painfully to him was a story on William Ruto gallery of lies. This attack is an open defiance to truth and total war on the freedom of media, as stipulated under Article 34 of our Constitution. I am aware that the journalist Vera Mora, who did these stories, are the trail by security forces 24 hours every day, and if anything happens to Vera, William Ruto must be held to account. Mr. William Ruto, the media does not live under your mercy or privilege. If you think the media is your enemy, you are mistaken. Wait for August 10th next year. It is further alarming that some few days ago, journalists attached to MediaMax Limited were sanctioned for physical and online bullying by state operatives and bloggers. Their safety and privacy were compromised and exposed. Notably, Kameme radio journalists Muthoni wa Kirumba and Gatonye wa Mbugua were, among others, have been threatened and exposed to verbal and physical abuse from political class and other undercover security agencies. Particularly, President Ruto's advisor on the persecution of the mountain region, Moses Kuria, has given threats to Muthoni wa Kirumba And if anything happens to Muthoni wa Kirumba, Moses Kuria, and William Ruto must be held to account. Those behaviors being learned from the East African dictators will not be played here in Kenya. I must say for the record, Kenya is not Uganda, and Kenya is not Tanzania. But more importantly, we are aware and informed of William Ruto's plans to shut down some media houses, cripple others through the government advertising agency financially, and slow down and eventually shut the internet on the 10th of August 2027. But let us remember, on 3rd May every year since 1993, the world marks the Press Freedom Day as ratified by the United Nations General Assembly. It is not only that 3rd May is the only day we celebrate and observe media freedom, but every day we must observe and honor the media as the fourth estate. Press freedom is not a privilege granted by the state, but a right recognized under our Constitution. Article 33 and 34 of our Constitution gives the right to freedom of expression and freedom of the media respectively. Our Constitution has not changed, and those who believe in the dark days must be reminded accordingly. It is not about what you like in the media, but the truth.
Well, Gachagua also says that he has managed to list 17 businesses that are linked to the President William Samoei Ruto, and still he is compiling a list so that he will be using the same means he's using to press and oppress Kenyans to make sure that he too feels the pinch. What does that mean? People too abscond from purchasing or seeking services from the said companies.
Kwa sababu hatuwezi pambana na huyu William Ruto kwa barabara. Ataua watoto wetu, ataharibu biashara zetu. The way to deal with this man now is to do what he is doing to Kenyans. Ameumiza wa Kenya kiuchumi. Amechukua biashara zote za Kenya. He is in banking, ako kwa insurance, ako kwa hospitality, anauza chuma, anauza tiles, anauza simiti, anauza macadamia, anauza avocado, matatu wameingilia, anauza mayai, anauza kuku. The man has driven all business people out of business. He has used his office as president to take over all the businesses in Kenya. So I'm in the process of compiling all the businesses he has acquired and he is running. In a few weeks, I'll be announcing all these businesses and factories and ask the people of Kenya to boycott all products and services that are being offered by companies owned by William Ruto and his proxies. Tutamuangaisha kiuchumi. And we'll ask all Kenyans who are unhappy with the way he's running the country, with the way he is stealing everything from the country, with the way he has driven all business people out of business. We'll also drive him out of business. I'll announce all those companies. I am compiling. So far I have 17 companies. Na zingine zinaendelea kukuja. Nitasitangaza zote kwa Wakenya. Na tuuliza Wakenya to boycott products by those companies and services by those companies owned by William Ruto, his family and proxies.
Do you think this is a well thought out strategy? What's your take? What's your thought? Give me that in the comment section below. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dub Radio. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.